The old adage goes, when you get knocked down, get right back up. Last year, Shippensburg field hockey took what looked to be a knockout punch. Instead of giving up something everyone would have understood, they rose to their feet to honor a fallen teammate and put it all on the table for the number 22.
18th was an ordinary summer day for Shippensburg field hockey. Coming off a disappointing 2015, the Lady Raiders were enjoying summer break, prepping for a new season with high hopes and expectations. That was all about to change.
I remember hearing my phone buzz, and I was like, who would be calling me? Like, this feels so early in the morning. It was around like 7 o'clock, and it said Lauren Taylor was calling me. LT was a senior my freshman year. And I didn't wake up in time to answer it, and I was like, well, do I go back to sleep or do I call her back? And I was like, okay, well, I should call her back, because why would she be calling me? Like, she could have just sent a text. She ended up texting me right away and was like, hey, Fish, you need to call me as soon as you can. So I called her back, and word for word, she goes, hey, Fish, I have some bad news. And I was like, okay. And she goes, I know you and Coach just got back from Australia, and I know you had Kelly's wedding yesterday, and I don't want to ruin an exciting time for you, but Strous died yesterday.
Coming back from the beach, and I checked my phone, and I had like 20 missed calls, 20 missed messages on GroupMe, and it said, you know, Strous was dead, and I was like, no, like, this isn't real. This didn't happen. Like,
on Saturday, June 19th, 27-year-old former Shippensburg University field hockey player and coach Amanda Strous died in a Charlotte area hospital after being strangled and left for dead in her burning apartment.
Like, sitting in my bed that day and just refreshing Google, like, Amanda Strous murder. And throughout the day, more and more would pop up, but it's like every article didn't have that much information. So, like, we were all just striving for information. Like, how could this happen? How did it happen? Why did it happen?
On Google, and I kept researching, re-looking, rechecking, trying to find articles, kind of researching. I stayed up all night, and I kept, like, going through. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock. I kept going through, and I was like, this isn't real. Like, this can't be true. Like, there's something wrong with the story. Like,
the story was right, though. Just 1 month before her wedding, Amanda Strous had been murdered. 2 months later, at Shippensburg's annual alumni game, players and coaches past and present, cloaked in Amanda's color purple, honored their fallen captain.
What a privilege it is to stand here before you today. We welcome you to our alumni game. It's a very special time in which we're going to honor our friend, our teammate, and our coach. We want to thank her dear family for coming. For Mom and Dad, Crystal and Eric. For her big brothers, although they were little brothers to her, Kyle and Garrett. And to the love of her life, Corey. We love you all. I want to thank you for the impact your daughter, sister, and sweetheart had on our lives.
They would not allow the impact Amanda had go to waste, but would rise up in her honor.
I think right away we wanted to leave a legacy of our own in her memory. She had been such an important part of our program and had loved the kids so much and had such a passion for the game. And I think everyone that met her, that was coached by her, that played with her, realized that they could be a better person because of her impact on their life.
With heavy hearts, a team that was internally fractured just 1 year prior cemented themselves as a team with a single phrase: live, laugh, love, and leave a legacy. They were all in for their number 22.
It definitely made our senior class a lot stronger together and more connected together, and we're like the best friends like ever, and we just have that chemistry, and then made it not just us seniors but our whole class and like our whole team like stronger together.
Every day we just were very humbled and came back to reality. If we didn't do well at a practice or a game or things didn't go our way, we're like, you know what, we're gonna be okay. We have someone on our side.
And we kind of just told the team, like, hey, look, this was a crappy situation that happened. Like, it touched all of us. Whether you were a freshman who didn't know her or you were a junior or senior who had a season or two with her. Like, this stuff touches everyone. but we need to push on, and we need to just live this season for her and make her proud and leave our legacy, but yet carry on Strauss's legacy as well.
As the season began, Amanda's number 22 jersey would travel to every home and away game, gracing the sidelines, even without being present, making an impact as the team's 12th man.
I'm not sure how many of you guys follow football. The Seattle Seahawks are known for their 12th man, and for those of you who don't know what that 12th man means, they give credit to their fans for being that 12th man on the field, for giving them the support to succeed throughout their season. I do think that the Ship Hockey program will forever have a 12th man here, forever.
Like, immediately when we got the news, everyone was just like, you guys have a 12th player now. Like, be grateful for it. And that's what it was. Like, you looked at that jersey and it was like she was right beside you. And it was just a constant reminder of who she was as a person, who she was as a player, as a coach. And for me personally, I just really wanted to take that and just make myself a better person and a better player.
She helped us guide to wherever we needed to go. Like, she pushed us through. Like, she was our motivation.
Look at that jersey and be like, if Strauss was here right now, she would give it her all. Like, say we were losing, I look at that jersey and I'm like, Fish, you need to give it your all. Like, snap out of it. Like, let's go. So it was always a nice constant reminder.
Along with their 12th man, the Raiders racked up win after win, vaulting up the Division II rankings to the number 1 spot. Amanda's impact reached far beyond the fences of Robb Sports Complex. On October 12th, Shippensburg loaded their sticks on the bus as the number 1 team in the nation for the biggest game of the regular season, an in-conference matchup with the number 3 team in the nation and longtime rival Millersville. They arrived not to a hostile foe, but friends lending a hand.
That was amazing how other teams like Millersville did all that stuff for us, just knowing that field hockey is it's just a game, and knowing that people to see how much impact it was towards us, and they were like, wow, like, that's their coach, like, they care a lot for her and everything, and we're going to do something in honor of her, because they knew her as well, maybe just as a coach. But it was nice that they have done that.
It was really nice to see that even when you're such big rivals, that at the end of the day, someone's life and the celebration of someone's life goes above that, and that just like that minute of silence and like some nice words from someone you play, at the end of the day, that goes above everything else.
I just remember Coach Barons grabbed my hand and she was like, come on, Fish, let's start this thing. Like, we're one right now. So it was a really touching moment.
To me, just standing together in unity. I mean, we are, again, such fierce competitors. Sometimes it looks like we're against each other when you're competing, but we're truly in it together. So it was just an idea. I asked Coach if she would be good with just standing together as a circle of unity in regards to Amanda and her life and what she meant to the Ship family. And so, honestly, from that point, it just felt right to do. And
this would not be the last time Shippensburg would face Millersville, losing 2-1 to them in the PSAC championship game, dropping them to a number 3 seed in the Atlantic region of the NCAA tournament. But once again, as the Raiders were most vulnerable, their number 22 lent a helping hand.
When we lost the PSAC game, all I could think of was our freshman year when we lost PSACs to Millersville, and Strauss and Tina Taylor, a former field hockey member as well, they talked to us and they kind of were just like, you know, it sucks right now, let it out, but we're just going to come back stronger, and that's exactly what we did.
And we knew that we were the best and that Amanda was with us and she was going to help us get to where we knew we could be, and we know where we should be.
There were no doubts Shippensburg came ready to play when the tournament began. They defeated East Stroudsburg 2-1 in the opening round, the 300th win of Birdie Land's career, securing a rematch with Millersville in the Final Four. All season long, the team leaned on its 12th, waiting for her to show up in times of need. As destiny would have it, when the team arrived at Stonehill University for the Final Four, she was already there, awaiting her Raiders wrapped in a sea of purple.
Walking into that game, there was just a great sense of this is our time and we're going to overcome. And then going into Stonehill, Stonehill's color was purple, and that was Amanda Strous' color, and that was just so, it was mind-boggling to walk into that stadium and see all that purple, to go in the locker room and see purple walls. It was like, oh my goodness, Strauss, what are you saying to us here? And it was just an overwhelming feeling of this was our time, and that we were a team of destiny.
After we got off the bus and we saw that, we all kind of had goosebumps, and I could just feel all of our hearts like sink to our stomachs, and we were all like, this is it. Like, she's here, she's with us.
Even like throughout the season and in my life now, there's been so many times where I see purple or I see a 22 and I'm like, hey Strous, like what's up, how's it going? So just to be in such an intense environment because it is the Final Four, everybody's kind of like on edge in a way. Just to see all that purple, it's kind of just like, calm down. Like, we got our 12th man looking over us. Like, it was kind of meant to be. Like you said, pure destiny in a way.
Sporting purple wristbands and cleats, Shippensburg defeated Millersville 1-0 to advance to the NCAA Finals with a chance to win their second national title. Their opponent was LIU Post, the same team they defeated just 4 years earlier to win their first title, a team led by graduate assistant Amanda Strous. Shippensburg jumped out to an early lead off a diving tip by junior Emily Bernard in the 7th minute. With just under 9 minutes left, senior Caitlin Grazan all but secured the game for the Raiders, giving them a 2-0 lead.
I don't think we ever felt that we had the victory. You know, even when we went up 2-0, which is amazing to score that second goal. What a relief. And then it was chaos the last couple minutes of the game, and we kind of lost our focus and didn't do the things that took us to the 6 minutes.
LIU Post capitalized off the Raiders' lapse, scoring a goal with 4:14 left, bringing them within one, then pulling their goalie for a last-second attempt to steal the Raiders' glory.
My heart was racing and everything, but like I knew like I had great teams behind, like my team behind me, and I just knew like we have to win this game.
Well, they pulled their goalie, and I don't even think our forwards and mids realized it happened. So me and Mooney are just back there yelling like, just drive the ball, like there's no goalie. And I just kept looking at the clock, and it was ticking down and ticking down, and then.
Those finals moments were probably the most stressful in my life, and my coach always jokes, she's like, those are the longest 2 minutes of my life. And they really were, because like you said, like they pulled their goalie, their top forward was like on our goalie.
The Raiders, a team who posted 14 shutouts during the regular season, had one great defensive performance left, capped off by a highlight save by goalie Allie Mooney. Shippensburg secured and cleared the ball, the clock struck 0, capping a fairy tale season. A rare moment where destiny and reality meet, in a snapshot cementing the legacy of a team and their beloved number 22.
And congratulations to your 2016 NCAA Division II Field Hockey National Champions, Shippensburg University.
Good job. I think when the whistle blew, I just dropped my stick, and we all ran towards each other and hugged each other, and I wasn't even thinking about where the trophy was or anything. I was just hugging people. We were so happy.
And just excitement, we put the jersey over the trophy and we lifted up and we started chanting 22, because that's what we always do. And now I started crying because I was like, this was all for you. Yes, we had aspirations before this traumatic incident happened, but truly when it happened, I was like, this is all for Amanda. That's all I ever wanted was to honor her.
That we put the jersey on there was so emotional that we gave it all because we wanted to win, and we definitely wanted to win for her and her honor.
We got that trophy and we put that jersey on there, and I think a lot of people can agree that was probably one of the most special moments we had with the team.
The championship game wouldn't be Amanda's last performance. On Saturday, February 11th, the Raiders finally received their championship rings. Every player was awarded a ring for their contributions, including their 12th man, Amanda Strous.
Now at this time, we would like to ask the Strous family to please come forward. In honor of Amanda Strous, whose lasting legacy will forever be present with the SU Field Hockey family, today Shippensburg University is presenting the Strous family with an NCAA championship ring for Amanda. Fly High 22.
We all were standing there waiting to walk out to get our rings, and it was so weird. The basketball game was still going on, and the one team called a timeout, and the clock stopped with 22 seconds left. And we all were like, hey Strous, you're here with us right now. So that was really cool to just have another sign right before we're going to get our rings, and then just for everybody to see it. Like, I love seeing 22 everywhere. Like I said, it's just like a constant reminder that she's always here with us.
Yeah, it was very emotional. It was an honor to do that and a privilege, and I really thank our administration, our athletic administration, for allowing that to happen. It was very meaningful to them because they realized the impact again of what their daughter had on our program and will continue to have. And I think that's very, very important to the family to know that she won't be forgotten, that she always will be number 22 to us.
The team's goal before the season was to live life the way Amanda did, by her motto, live, laugh, love. By doing so, they cemented the legacy of Amanda Strous that will live on with Ship Field Hockey. In Amanda's honor, Shippensburg University started the Amanda Strous Annual Scholarship, given to a junior field hockey player that exhibits the high standards of excellence set by Amanda. That player will wear Amanda's number 22 jersey during their senior year, ensuring that Shippensburg Field Hockey will forever carry with them their 12th man.